What's up, guys? It's Crash, and we all have our opinions on the specialists. I'm not going to get into that too much in today's video, but what I want to talk about is something that I hope DICE is paying attention to, because not a lot of people are talking about it, and it could make or break the game. So what I want to talk about in today's video that I'm going to try to lay out and illustrate to you using some examples is a frustration factor. And this is an issue that is inherent with all hero shooters. This happens in Overwatch, Apex Legends, Rainbow Six Siege, anywhere where you pick a character to play as with traits and abilities. There's what I like to call a frustration factor, and I'm going to give you some examples and talk about it just a little bit. And basically what I want you to understand is that a specialist can be statistically balanced on paper. It doesn't affect KDs and things like that very much, but it can really affect players' perception of the game and their frustration factor. And I was first introduced to this back in 2019. By 2019, Battlefield 5 had gotten kind of stale, and I was playing a lot of Rainbow Six Siege. And I watched a podcast called the Hot Breach Podcast, and they actually interviewed a team at Ubisoft in Barcelona, Spain, and they actually have a team of essentially psychologists that studied player frustration when it comes to playing against certain operators. And this is an example of one of the graphs. They actually set up a database that you can sort by patch and season, depending on, where specialists, or where operators in that game are balanced. And it shows like a frustration score, like how annoying was it to die to this operator. And I think this is so important for a game like Battlefield, where they want it to appeal to the masses, because I just want to make this kind of aware, because DICE can come out and say, hey, we have this thing balanced. We can show you data where these specialists are not overpowered. A lot of people are talking about Pyke's ability, her EMG scanner, which she can see through walls. And, maybe there's a massive cooldown on that, and there's only a couple times per match where she can use that and get kills with it. But still, when you die to that, you're going to remember that. And so even though they can say, hey, it's not affecting KDs very much, look at the stats, we still might be losing players to this, because it might be frustrating to play against. So I want to talk a little bit about examples of this. So generally in a gunfight, we take a gunfight, most of the time we take a gunfight that we think we can win. That's why we do. When we're running around on the map, we take good positions, and, we see an enemy and we're going to take that gunfight. When we lose, it's natural for us to wonder why. Why did I lose that gunfight? Was it poor aim? Did I not control the recoil enough? Did I actually need to reload? Was I in a bad place? Things like that. Was it poor positioning? Was I really not in cover? And was there somebody behind me? Did I take on too many enemies? All this stuff. And in my case, my old boomer eyes, maybe I didn't see another enemy or something like that. But anyway, we always kind of look for reasons in our head why we died, because we expect to win most of the gunfights that we take. But when we die to something that's as powerful as something like a wall hack scanner, that sticks with you. So even if you have, what I'm trying to say is, like, even if you have like a 26-5 conquest game, you take a lot of points, play the objective, have a lot of revives, you had a really good KD, you did really well. But 2 of those 5 deaths, you died to a specialist trait that was uncounterable and you couldn't do anything. You're going to remember that. It's easy to pinpoint why you died when it's a super strong ability, and that can really stick with you and weigh on you, especially if metas start to develop and a lot of people are playing the same specialist. And even though, their particular KDs or their influence on the match isn't statistically that great, dying to those sorts of things when you're like on a streak and doing really well can be incredibly frustrating. And that's something that you're going to take with you. You're going to remember that, and it just sticks in your head. Trust me, I know. So what I hope DICE is looking at is also, they're looking from a psychological standpoint, the frustration factor of some of these specialists, because like I said, it's important to balance on more than just statistics. So this is actually a pretty short video for you guys today. I just wanted to bring awareness to the frustration factor of the specialist system and get you guys thinking about that. Hopefully we can really hope that DICE is paying attention to this, and I think it's going to put even more pressure on Portal. A lot of people are going to gravitate towards Portal, is what I'm kind of finding out. I hope that works really well. There's some issues that come with Portal too, like if you make a really good game mode, trying to get enough people to get that populated. I know there's going to be staff picks and things like that and recommended servers and stuff on Portal. So I know a lot of folks are looking forward to that, me included. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below about this frustration factor, and if you've experienced it in any other kind of hero shooter games. And we can just hope that DICE is paying attention to this. Thank you guys for watching. Be a friend, tell a friend, and we'll see you on the next one.